Let's move on. Oregon at Washington. What a game this is going to be in the Northwest. Like, this is going to be an unbelievable game and environment. I can't wait for it. I can't wait. They're both top 10 for the first time in this matchup's history. It goes all the way back turn of the century, not even this century, the last century, 1900, 115th meeting. These two offenses are as good as anybody's playing in college football, you know? And obviously with Washington, it relies heavily on throwing the ball and those guys on the outside, and they're going to get more healthy on the outside. So Michael Penix is going to get another one of his wide receivers back. Jalen McMillan will be back for Washington to pair up with Rome Odunze out wide. Millen is great. Polk is really good as well. These guys present so many problems for the opposition. They are great in one-on-one coverage. They can create space and win. And with Penix's ability to be a great passer and understand leverage and understand how to throw his wide receivers open, their passing game is one of, if not the best passing game in the country. So I can't wait to watch that. On the other side, Oregon is just like the efficient offense. This is an offense that can run, they can pass, their quarterback can hurt you on the ground. They're incredibly difficult to stop, in particular when they find their rhythm. Now, from a running game standpoint, they're averaging over 220 yards per game. And when you're looking at it per carry, they're actually the top team running the football in college football at over 7 yards per carry. So they can get after it. This was one of the big questions for me coming into the season was Oregon and their offensive line replacing four guys up front, and they've done that. They've done a great job. This is, by the way, still the remnants of having Mario Cristobal as a great recruiter and having the emphasis on the offensive line is that you still have those guys. Now, granted, they also went to the portal and they got better there. And Dan Lanning has done a terrific job of emphasizing defense, emphasizing toughness, emphasizing substance, as he likes to call it. And this is a really good team. So what does it come down to? All of this, hey, Joel, they're really good. Yeah, we get it. They're top 10. What does it come down to? What it comes down to is always two things, maybe a third: quarterback play and turnovers. And generally speaking, it's harder to play well at quarterback on the road. And this environment is going to be nuts. This is a great fan base. Those of you in college football that don't know about Washington's fan base, they are a terrific fan base. They love the Huskies. In a lot of ways, Seattle is more of a Huskies town than they are a professional sports town in some ways. That stadium is going to be on fire, like in the best sense of the term. It's going to be a purple out. They're going to be getting after it, and that's a great environment. And that's going to be difficult to play well as a quarterback in that environment. Then you've got to hold on to the football. And again, the setting, the environment lends itself to more aggressive defense, the defense playing faster. When they play faster, they hit harder. When they hit harder, the ball comes loose. This is why home teams in a great environment tend to create more turnovers. It's just an unspoken kind of human instinct. You play a little faster and a little bit more aggressive when you've got the crowd on your side, and you certainly could expect that from Washington. So the key for Oregon has to be early success. They've got to do everything that they can do to get the crowd out of the game early. If I was Oregon and Dan Lanning, I would not defer if I won the toss. I would take the ball. I would put my offense on the field and hope that they could go 4 or 5 minutes and quiet the crowd and score a touchdown. That's the best way you do it. And then your defense can go out there and potentially get a 3 and out. Now all of a sudden you're in the middle of the first quarter. And guess what? Washington's only run 3 offensive plays. You've got to take a page out of Arizona's playbook. They limited the possessions for the Huskies in that game in which Washington played a one-possession game down at Arizona. And if Oregon can do that and limit possessions, take the crowd out of it, slow it down a little bit, then they're going to have a great chance. Washington's favored by 3. They should be. If I had to make a pick, I've got to go with the home team because I think that environment's going to be incredible. So I think Washington's going to win. Doesn't mean I don't like Utah, and I could very much, or excuse me, Oregon, and I very much could see them winning as well. That's just going to be a fantastic game. Thank you for watching the Joel Klatt Show YouTube channel. And if you liked this clip, make sure to like it and subscribe to the channel, and you can stay up to date on all of my college football coverage.